For many travelers, the first night in Bangkok feels unforgettable almost immediately. The city looks alive in a way that photos never fully capture. Lights everywhere, traffic still moving, street food smoke rising into the air, markets still open, music coming from distant streets, and for first-time visitors, there is one strong feeling. Everything feels possible. Because Bangkok at night creates energy very quickly. You arrive thinking you will just take a short walk, maybe eat something simple, maybe explore one nearby street, and suddenly hours disappear. One turn becomes another, one market becomes another stop, one street becomes a completely different experience. And that is exactly why many tourists later realize something important. Their first night often includes small mistakes they did not notice until much later. Not dramatic mistakes, not dangerous mistakes, just the kind of choices people regret once they understand the city better. One of the most common regrets begins with timing. Many visitors arrive tired from travel, long flights, airport procedures, hotel check-in, and yet, because Bangkok feels exciting immediately, they decide to go out anyway without thinking carefully about energy. At first, it feels right. The city pulls attention easily. But after 1 or 2 hours, exhaustion suddenly appears. And instead of enjoying the night fully, many people find themselves too tired to continue, just when the city becomes more interesting. That is why many travelers later say they regret not planning their first evening more gently, because Bangkok rewards energy, and tired decisions often reduce the experience. Another common regret is eating too quickly in the first obvious place. The first night usually creates sensory overload. A visitor sees food immediately near the hotel, orders quickly, sits down, eats, and only later realizes that better food existed just a few minutes further away. In Bangkok, one street can completely change food quality and atmosphere. That is why many travelers later regret rushing their first food choice before understanding the area, because often the best first night meal is not the first visible one. It's usually one discovered after a little patience. Another regret many tourists mention is trying too much in one night. Bangkok creates this temptation easily. A night market, a rooftop, a street food main, a river area, a shopping district, a nightlife street. Everything sounds reachable. Everything sounds possible. And visitors often create unrealistic first-night plans. But Bangkok distances feel different at night than they look on maps. Traffic changes everything. Walking takes longer than expected. Energy drops faster than planned. And suddenly, the night becomes rushing instead of enjoying. That is why many travelers later regret trying to collect too many places instead of experiencing one properly. Another common regret is underestimating transportation decisions. At first, transport looks simple. Taxi, ride apps, tuk-tuks, train systems, everything appears available, but first-night visitors often choose quickly without understanding local patterns. A wrong route, unexpected traffic, confusion with station timing, longer costs than expected, and suddenly time disappears inside movement. Many travelers later say they wish they had checked transport more carefully before leaving the hotel, because in Bangkok, transport choices often shape the night more than people expect. Another regret happens with weather. Bangkok nights look warm and easy in travel videos, and yes, they are warm, but humidity changes how walking feels. Many first-time visitors walk far more than expected without water, then suddenly feel tired much earlier than planned, especially after flights, especially after spicy food, especially in crowded areas. That is why many tourists later regret not slowing down physically during the first evening, because Bangkok feels easy until body energy suddenly changes. Another common regret is misunderstanding how late they should stay out. Some visitors leave too early. They return to the hotel just before certain areas become most interesting.
Others stay too late while already exhausted and stop enjoying anything. Bangkok changes hour by hour. A place at 8 p.m. feels different at 10 p.m. A market at 7 p.m. feels different at 9 p.m. And first-time visitors usually only understand this after one night has already passed. That is why many regret timing more than destination itself. Another regret many tourists quietly mention is spending too much time filming instead of observing. The first night feels visually powerful. Everything looks recordable. Light streets, food stalls, crowds, signs, movement, and many visitors keep filming constantly. Later, they realize they remember less than expected because attention stayed behind the phone. Bangkok rewards direct observation more than many cities because details happen quickly, and often the best moments are the ones that cannot be planned. Another common regret is avoiding small side streets. First-time visitors often stay only in obvious main areas because they feel safer with visible crowds. But many later realize that just one quieter side street offered better food, calmer atmosphere, and more memorable moments. Not hidden far away, just slightly beyond the first visible line. And Bangkok constantly works like this. One obvious street for everyone, one quieter street for those who keep walking. Another regret happens with expectations. Some tourists arrive with a fixed image from videos. They expect immediate perfection, immediate excitement, immediate emotional impact. But Bangkok often reveals itself gradually. Sometimes the first hour feels confusing, too much traffic, too much noise, too many choices, and only later, once rhythm becomes clearer, does the city start feeling enjoyable. Visitors who expect instant perfection sometimes regret judging too quickly during that first night, because Bangkok often becomes better after initial confusion settles. Another regret many people mention is not trying local interaction enough. A small food seller, a short conversation, a simple question. Many first-night visitors stay too cautious. They observe but do not engage. Later, they realize those small interactions often become stronger memories than famous places, because Bangkok is not only visual, it's social rhythm too. Another common regret is choosing comfort too early, returning to the hotel too soon, staying inside hotel restaurants, avoiding nearby exploration. Many travelers later realize that even one short local walk would have shown them more than an hour inside comfortable indoor space, because first-night hesitation often disappears only after the first proper walk begins. Another regret happens with money awareness. Bangkok feels affordable at first, and because of that, some tourists stop checking small spending carefully. A quick drink, a quick ride, a quick snack, a quick extra stop. Later, totals feel larger than expected, not because the city is expensive, but because first-night excitement lowers attention. Another quiet regret many tourists feel is simply this: they did not slow down enough. Bangkok creates pressure to see more because everything feels alive. But often the strongest first-night memory is not the busiest moment, it's one small pause. Sitting beside a late food stall, watching traffic, listening to distant sound, feeling the city rather than chasing it. And that is what many travelers understand only afterwards, because the first night in Bangkok is rarely about doing everything correctly. It's about learning how the city moves, and almost everyone learns that slightly differently than expected. That is why regrets from the first night are usually small but meaningful, because they teach how to enjoy the second night much better. And perhaps that is exactly why Bangkok stays memorable. It rarely gives complete understanding immediately. It gives one layer first, then another, and by the time tourists begin understanding what they would do differently, they already want one more night. If you enjoyed this honest perspective and want more real travel insights, hidden truths, and practical Thailand stories, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because the most useful travel lessons usually begin after the first night ends, and Thailand always has another layer waiting beyond first impressions. See you in the next video.